Looks like a young spike playing with a bunny. Not sure if you saw that. Very curious. Oh, he's stamping his foot. I'm gonna back up slightly. This is what I get for trying to weed my own garden. Look at that tail, floppy. I'm out here watering the garden. I don't normally water this one, only when it hasn't rained in a few days. Most of this I'll let just grow deep roots. There's sunflowers over there where I'm watering now. These are pumpkins here. And then back here is watermelon. And this is summer squash. The 3 tomatoes back there are big beef. You want to do about 2 inches once a week or so on tomatoes. And then all of these are Romas. And again, I am not watering these as regularly as the raised beds. Solely because this is supposed to be my extra garden. And we don't want to be out gardening for 3 hours every night. It would be realistic. So I just try to set my goals appropriately for what's growing here. It's supposed to be a hot weekend, so I thought I'd come out and do some watering. Got to water the corn as well tonight. Some of it's getting pretty big. Just fun. The Romas actually do have some tomatoes. I can show you here. This guy's hiding. There's some there. There's some back there as well. We planned on mulching this and putting straw down, and haven't gotten to it yet, to try to help with some of the weeds. So, but again, I'm considering this my bonus garden this year, and so I'm not spending the same amount of focus time on this as I would if this was my only garden. I am still weeding the corn a little bit though, while it's so small. So we still need to finish installing this last 8-in-1, and then these double 8-in-1s. We'll have 2 of these. It's gonna go next to that once we finish that one. Gotta install this and then build another one of these long ones with the cattle panels, making a really nice long archway, the whole pretty much 16 feet. I put straw down tonight on the 3 pepper beds and did a second layer of straw on that back potato of the dark red Norwood. And the other potatoes, the Red Chieftain, are doing really well. I'll show you the buds. should open tomorrow. Pretty excited about that. And we've got a few, so we'll be watching. We're pretty much on target for doing a new potato, the little tiny potato harvest. Probably just do this first plant here, see how it goes for some small potatoes at around day 65, which is what they recommend, which is great. I put straw on our asparagus whiskey barrel. We just planted these this year. They're doing really well. You don't harvest asparagus the first 1 to 2 years. The second year I heard you can do a light harvest, but not much, because you want the plant to actually mature in. So that's exciting though. We've got a grow bag of some kale and spinach and some weeds. I need to weed this. Going, which is doing well. Some dill I need to dry this weekend, dehydrate. A bunch of peppers. We got anchos and guajillos out here. The little summer squash are doing all right. Probably eat that this weekend. We've got a couple inside already. These are the Mexican sour cukes. Let's see if you can see this. Very cute little guys. I transplanted him last night. We've got beets. There's 3 or 4 different types of beets in there. Our peas are blooming really well. So excited to get some peas. I just like snacking on them really. Our lettuce grow bag, I think anyone could do this actually. I just thrown in a few of the starts in here and we harvest from the outside. So you can see all the different leaves we've already eaten. That's kind of fun. I can show you some of these peppers. These are the guajillos here. There's some anchos or poblanos back there, which is exciting. This is our 4th batch of carrots, I think. They're doing really, really well. This batch is, the bunny's enjoying a little bit of it, but I'm fine with it. I've just been picking the ones that he eats down. I picked a couple cucumbers. I'll add that in so you guys can see pictures of that. From this guy, I put the trellis there. It keeps falling over, so it's not really doing much, but, and then we've got the summer squash over here and mustard greens. So that's that garden. One thing I haven't really shown you guys on the tomato beds are what I seeded actually in the bed. So I have a bunch of weeds, but also little carrots here throughout, some beets, a lot of onion starts that I put all over the place that I started from seed. Alyssum is the purple flower. Nasturtium and marigolds. Bok choy I started in the bed from seed. It is bolting. It's a cold weather crop, so we've been eating some of the leaves in salad, but I don't think we'll get anything like a real bok choy in this bed. We have over here, the poppies are about to blossom, and the borage kind of looks sad today, but fell right over. I didn't even come out here during lunch, so I don't know if it was just way too hot today, but they are flowering. Over here, I scattered in a bunch of the lettuce starts. So I started the lettuce in the greenhouse in a pot and then moved them out here when I split them. Got some parsley that I started from seed, looking really nice. Look at this flat leaf parsley out here. More alyssum, basil. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, there's some Mexican oregano or spicy oregano that we actually did buy. Right here. Look at this tomato. It's gonna be great. Over here, the marigolds I had started from seed actually in the basement, I think, and then the greenhouse. More nasturtium, parsley, These radishes I started from seed in the bed. These are the daikon white radishes. I've never actually grown radishes. I'm not sure if I even like them. I probably don't, but we thought we'd try them. I've got some baby basil that I started from seed in here that I'll split pretty soon across the other beds and into the greenhouse actually also. It'll help with some of the pest management. We're still really liking the lower and lean trellis method on these tomatoes. I did have to cut a couple tomatoes off that got big cracks in them. So better to take them off when you see it than have the plant continue to try to heal it. And we're not short on tomatoes. This one has basil and bok choy, parsley, marigolds, Mexican oregano, osteospermum flower, alyssum. Trying to think of what else is in here. A bunch of random things. Just really filling the beds this year. These two tall 8-in-1s, we need to put the PVC trellis up still. So you'll see some of the tomatoes are falling over. I did actually prune them and stake them up the best I could for the short term, but we have the PVC now. We just need to actually have time to build. These are baby carrots mostly, and the little weeds. All there and then all here. And then I put the rest of the onion starts in here as well. I did buy this pepper. This is a sweet banana. That's what it's called. That's kind of fun. The cayenne bed is doing amazing. Look at all these peppers. Of course, I just have straw all over them now, but they are really taking off now that they're in the bed. I'll do some more cleanup on them tomorrow. And then the bell peppers are also doing really well. Can't wait to fill the freezer and eat them. I should say that too. So bell peppers is one of the vegetables we actually eat probably the most of. So it's kind of exciting to have this many plants. And I started them early enough that they're actually decent sized plants for this time of season. But that's looking really good. There. This is the bed we still have to finalize installing. It's close, but not exactly level yet, I think, from what Jay was telling me. Here we've got the Thai chilies. Here. Serranos, they were not happy when I came out here today. They seem to be pretty finicky ones, and they really are tall and scrawny. Not the normal shape of my serranos from the last few years, but we'll see. They're budding, and I did water and put the hay down. These guys are the pepperoncinis. See some plants, fruit there and there. And then we've got the poblano, or also known as anchos, here in the end. Getting decent size. We have about 18 peppers left to plant that I've planned on planting, which will probably mostly get crammed in that next bed. And then we have a bunch of leftovers that I need to figure out what we're doing with, if we're going to try to save any of them, if we're going to give them away. We've given a lot away already. I'd always rather have too much than not enough. So we will see, though. The other thing I did tonight was I transplanted the 7-pot Primo, 2 of the Fatales, although something's eating these, so gonna have to be watching these. The aphid issues across Massachusetts and New England right now have been horrible from what I've been seeing, and I've seen a bunch as well. And this one might be labeled wrong. It says it's a habanero. I'm not quite sure that that's going to be a habanero, but we'll see. Those are the last little peppers we have to plant in as planned, and then these are all the ones that are actually extra. So still be figuring that out. And the garlic, the second to so the bottom leaves have died off. The second to bottom leaves are dying now. So once the third set of leaves dies, that's when you harvest. So I'm really excited to get them. And then, yeah, I think I've got some cleanup to do as well, but overall it's looking pretty good. Probably need to fertilize this weekend. I think that's the pepper, all the stuff in pots. It will need fertilizer. The rest of it should be fine with the compost. So that's on the schedule. It's supposed to be hot, so I will start the fan pretty early tomorrow. This is the plan.